This week on the Property Hillbillies, Ash makes a start on the front windows, I keep rolling that paint, and I get hot and heavy in the haunted roof. Oh, it's such a perfect... Good morning, what a beauty of a day it is. Boom, look at that. First time I've opened these doors up, and yeah, I just love it. Just love a nice crisp morning. Anyway, cracking into the day, if we remember, last week we got these slim lines started up in around here. Now I'm going to get into that, and I'm going to show you. So you've got your first coat on, and the first coat you don't want to stress about it too much. And then I'll show you, give you an idea here. So if you look along, you can see sort of it's a little bit rough. There's some bits popping up. So we're just going to grab our sponge pad and just run it along. You don't need to go too crazy. Just make sure that there's nothing sticking up, so that when you go to put your next coat on, it's going to be nice and easy. Okay, let's get some colour in the dining room now. There's been a bit of a change here. Initially, we were going to just stick with the 8th tanner right through the house, but then I had a little bit of an epiphany. I saw the colour in the bathroom and I thought, you know what? The dining area could look just le composier. And so we've come up with the idea to go for the same green in the bathroom as in the dining area, and we just thought, let's just give it a crack. It shouldn't darken the area too much, because if you see the dining area, it doesn't have huge amounts of wall space. But we feel like it could really just add a touch of a separate area, and we're going to put some special lighting in here. Yeah, let's see. We don't normally get too crazy on the old fun design type stuff, but we're going to give it a go here. Anyway, let's crack into it, get some paint on, let's see some real colour on the walls, and let's get excited about it. When you can't quite reach it with this, extend away. Boom. Yeah. How we looking? How we looking?
I don't know. It's not here anymore. Japanese toilet.
Place in the 2021 edition of Waterfront.
Right. Good morning. I'm sitting in the dining room, and it's nice and green, and it feels pretty good. Today, basically the lounge and the dining room are pretty much finished. I've got to do the architraves, which I'll try and get done today, and a little bit of sanding and a little tiny bit more painting. But until we get the cove, as you'll probably notice around the top, you'll see the gap between the roof and the walls. So if you didn't know before, that's where the cove will go. And we just find it easier to do the cove at the end, because then you just put your cove up. All you have to do is just tape off your walls, then just slap your paint on. If you put it on at the beginning, it's more of a pain in the ass. Yeah, so that'll be the last thing that goes up. But now I'm gonna focus my attention through into the kitchen. So the kitchen, while being fully useful at the moment, I've left largely till now. So yeah, get in there, plastering really, just getting it ready for painting. And there's some pedestal lights there to hang down. So yeah, bit of a cold morning, but it's a good one. Feels like a productive one. Oh yeah. Yeah, good. 90's gonna be. Find somewhere to put it in here. What's that? Oh, I bought it off this a bike shop guy in Thames, and he just had those colours on it. So yeah.
You know it's yours.
Yeah, you certainly do. Thanks, mate. So I actually just learnt a lesson. A friend of mine, Blair, thanks Blair, I just messaged him because yesterday I started using, it's called Light Blue. If you're in New Zealand, it's a jib product. I thought you could use that as like a finishing compound. Turns out you can't. I had some problems with it. It was getting like little runners pulling through, being a real pain in the ass. And I tried using it here for my, my slim lines here. Instead of using bucket, I sort of thought that was what I was supposed to do. Turns out it's not. So it's actually not too bad because I sort of took my time with it, and I'm sure I could sand that up and make that mint. But nah, I'm gonna sand it back and I'm gonna use a bucket product on that. But yeah, just shows you I don't get everything right. Yeah, it's actually not bad at all. That's better. Nice and smooth. Yeah. I think I'm getting a bit better with this banjo. I think I've made that too thick. I need to add some more water. Right. Oh, fuck, I've just poked myself in the eye with the end of this fucking handle. Jesus. An ACC disaster. Shut up. Shush. Oh, that could mean that there's a courier here. Quick question. What's more important than Valentine's Day or your first kiss? Of course, I'm talking about a new pair of boots. I ordered some. They just arrived. Let's have a look. Whew. That is a beautiful thing. That right there is a pair of Cougar 2.0s. I've had my last pair for 10 years. Have not done me wrong. The reason I like these, and if you know the channel, I'm in and out of the house all day long. No laces. Never had a nail through my foot once. Just simply being an idiot. Proud screw. Fix them right up. Oh. Okay, watch me this time. I'm getting a bit better at it. Watch me, Mom. Watch me. Cut that off. Knife it back. Boom. Okay, that banjo is epic. I've done the whole ceiling in here, and that's honestly taken me 10-15 minutes. It's insane. It really is insane. I'm still getting the hang of it, but even if you're just doing your own place and you're not planning on doing this long term, it is worth the $100 investment. Okay, now that we've got the roof done, I've got to put some slim lines around this, this piece here. Push that across so it's in line. See, I'm loving on the stapler so much. I actually got this at a garage sale for $5. I think these are about $50, $60 new. I leave the sticker on there just to remind myself how good a bargain I got. Because I love a good bargain. Love a bargain. Right, let's do these architraves in the lounge. It's always a fun thing. The architraves are the bits that go around the edge of the window here. And it's always that nice finishing touch that really cleans the room up. But before we do that, got to do a little bit of work here. I've got to add a bit more to the window there. There was a bit that was broken off. And then we need to go around and sand these quickly because you want those nice and smooth, obviously, for your architraves to sit on there. So let's crack into it. 532, is it good? So I've found this, this old piece of architrave that's 20 mils thick, the same thickness I'm looking for, so I'll chop a piece of this up to put in that little spot. God, this thing's not fucking good, is it? Fuck. So we're going to be doing all of our architraves through the house with a 60mm bull nose. Bull nose is the rounded edge. Something that's really cool is when we first started doing property 3 years ago, this product here didn't exist, which is a pre-primed architrave, and now it's basically all you can buy. But it's awesome because you put it on, there's no need for priming. If you want, you can just fill the finishing holes and fill them up and you're pretty much good to go. But yeah, let's get into this. Now just while I'm recording this, I just remember my finishing gun was packing a sad, so I better go check and see if that's working before we start with this. And typical, of course, finishing gun, which is the most important part of finishing doing architraves, is not working. For some reason, it doesn't want to fire. It's got new gas, it's got a full battery, filter's clean. Well, I'm going to say that's very weird. I just went and put a new gas can in, even though I know that the old one's got gas in, and it fired first shot. Not quite sure what's going on there. If there's any builders out there who can explain, let me know. Might have cut that just a tiny bit too short. Right, let's have a look. Now this window is not going to have a sill. No, it's perfect. I think I've got that set a bit deep. Oh yeah. This gun is just having a lot of fun today, isn't it? And there we go, gun's not working again. Brand new gas. After all that, so I've given up on the nail gun. It's a lost cause, which means I'm going to have to do the unthinkable. I'm going to have to use my hammer. Yeah, this thing. Apparently you can hit nails in with this and whack wood on walls, so I don't know, I'll see if I can find some of those little metal things that you hit with this, so scary. Alright, it's got the little metal bangy things. Haven't seen these for a while. Alright, I think that's what you do, you put them in your mouth.
That's what real builders do.
Yeah, oh no. Alright, let's see how they go. Get ready for swearing. I'm starting on the bottom here actually. Right. So that's the quirk, that bit. See, this is going to be a problem here. You're how am I going to hold that? I'm going to have to put a nail in. That's quite a big quirk there. There you go. Whack a nail in here. Oh.
How do you feel like a real builder using a hammer?
A real builder doesn't use a hammer.
Yes, they do.
They use a nail gun now.
They're not real builders.
No. There is something nice about smacking a nail in. I've got to tell you, it is a good feeling. But I'd have this thing up right now if I had my nail gun. Oh, fuck, I've missed it. And then I'm going to have to use the old nail punch on these as well. So you want to run that quirk all the way up. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it here. That looks pretty good. Oh, there we go. No judging to me. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm editing that out. Right, okay, there's the first architrave's done on the first window. I won't say it's my best job ever. Not used to not having the finishing gun, but that'll come up all good. Now on with the rest. All right, 1% battery left, but here you go. Looking a lot better. 2 done for today. Obviously a couple hours fucking around, but then yeah, into the rest of these tomorrow. Good morning, it's Saturday, and today, jumping into the laundry. I've just given it a clear out. This is one of the last sort of rooms that I haven't really mucked around with too much. Let's get this finished up, the jibbing here. I had to leave it for when they were doing this power box. And then this ceiling is the last bit of ceiling. So let's get this done, let's get this jibbed up, and let's get some insulation up in there so we can lock in that heat and yeah, just get this room feeling good. If we head through here to the front of the house, and actually this, my study, I'm gonna leave this right to the end. This is almost gonna be a separate video in itself because I want to make this into something really cool, like a cool office study, maybe with some bookshelves and stuff. So I'm going to leave that to the end where I can really focus on it. If we head out the front here, Ashley is cold. It's not. It's a lovely day. Look at it, beautiful. Hey, Mace down there enjoying it. So Ashley, today, she's been tasked with getting these windows sorted on the front of the house. It's kind of her sort of specialty. So we sort of decided, let's tidy up the front here. We just need to get these windows sanded, bogged, and can get them painted, and then we can get the front of the house looking good, and maybe put the actual coat of paint on the front and tidy it up so the neighbours might like us a bit more. Hey Ash, how are you feeling about that?
Good.
Don't kick things. Mate. Ash is making good work of this window. It's only taken her, what, 10 minutes so far? Coming up good. Old Fat Max doing the trick. Hey. How's your Fat Max? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think most of it falls out as opposed to goes in the bag. Yeah, this won't take too long. And then you'll be filling. Yeah, you might need to do a run. Well, you probably want to go. It's actually not so bad, eh? Okay, that's the ceiling done. through the laundry, insulation in there as well. And then I've just popped through and done the toilet. Now let's make a little piece of jib for the manhole. While I cut this, I'll ask you a little riddle. Why are manholes in the road circle? Why aren't they square? Think about it. 455 by 475. There we go. Right, now if you haven't guessed, what's the answer to the question? Why are manholes in the road circle, whereas other ones might be square? Well, the reason is this. I can stick this straight up through the manhole and put it into position. Now a circle, I would not be able to do that. A circle cannot go through the hole. There's no way you can do it, you can't move it or do anything. So there's no way a manhole in the road can be lifted and dropped back through the hole. That's why there's circle and not square. That's Ryan's lesson for the day. How are we going?
Good.
Oh shit, how much have you done? Oh, you've done the whole bottom? Oh, yep. It'll dry nice and quick with this weather.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's already dry.
Mm-hmm.
Looking good. It's about time, finally. Get the mop chopped. I normally get this done every how long?
Once a year.
Once a year, whatever, more than that. That's how I met Ashley, actually, getting my hair cut.
What a love story.
Yeah.
And then there are all those in the middle whose families don't need general and not from them at the press.
The what? Because the fiber's obviously fast, but it's only as fast as how good your Wi-Fi connection off this is, right? Oh my God, it is freezing today. I've got like a merino under, a jersey and this jacket on, and my hands are still cold. So with that in mind, I'm gonna get into the ceiling first thing, and I'm gonna just finish that insulation I've been saying I was gonna do, but I sort of have only slowly been doing. Okay, I'm gonna take you on this wee journey to put this insulation in. It's not very exciting, but if it's the haunted house, who knows what might be up there. So, got piles of insulation here, and we're heading up into the dark hole. Heading that way. Oh, that has been incredibly hard. That is very tough. There's just no room under here, and I'm not sure. Oh. But I'm done this side. Now just a little tiny bit more to do on the other side. Thank fuck for that. Oh God. That job is done. Well, at least for the first 2/3 of the house anyway. Man, that's one of the most tricky, annoying jobs I've ever had to do. Anyway, that's good. So hopefully we're gonna hold a bit more heat in here now, which would be good. Gonna have a bit of a clean up and tackle some more plastering in this kitchen. Okay, good morning. So we got that plastering done last night, and today's job, so I've taken down the range hood. We actually might be gonna get a new range hood actually. The old one, well, it looks fine and stuff. We might be upgrading it, but anyway, yeah, it's time to sand all this plastering. So I've skimmed around the top of these walls. We can sand all the way through here and around. And once we get that sanded, then look to get a coat of paint on, which will make a big difference in here. So we're gonna have to get this fridge out of the way, get everything out of the way, and start sanding. This is all gonna be tiled eventually, so I'm not too phased about that part. Yeah, but that's the task, and let's crack into it. Okay, that's sanding portion done. She's been a bit of a bitch. I can't stress enough how important it is to use a sealer, especially when you're talking about fresh areas of plaster, like this resin broad wall sealer. If you don't use sealer, especially with plaster, what's going to end up happening is your paint's going to chip off. It might look good at the beginning, but you know, if you put a bit of tape on, a bit of paint tape, and you pull it off, and then it'll start pulling little flakes of paint off, and you can see the plaster underneath. When you get your sealer on there, that's not going to happen. You're going to find it's going to be solid. So definitely get sealer and put at least one coat. It was a lot more painting than I thought by the time you do the walls and the ceilings and everything. So we've got a coat on right round. The plaster has actually ended up still being a little bit wet around the skylight to sand, so that can just wait till later. Ooh, not feeling 100. I woke up this morning with a hell of a sore throat, but she's all good. I don't think it's Delta. Right, now, I think now that we've done that, I'm gonna head to the store and go look for some tiles. So let's see what we can find. It says codeine free. Isn't that the thing that we want? I've got no water, but can we swallow these dry? What do you reckon, Simp? Okay, night tablet, day tablet. All right, let's smack one of these back. Dry tablet, can we do it? Of course we can. Bye-bye. Alrighty, what we're thinking is just a subway, a black sort of subway thing, nothing too crazy. These are the two I've got here. My initial thought would be going for this matte finish. Matte or glossy? I feel like glossy's a bit tacky. What else have we got? Oh yeah, that's quite cool. Now the next thing is always, do they have stock? Guarantee it's always the way. Once you pick something, then they never bloody have it. On hand. 8.41. How's that possible?
I don't know. Don't get their system.
Yeah. Also, theoretically, they should be somewhere.
They should be.
Because eight would be 8 boxes, wouldn't it?
I would say. 747. Where's the skis?
So, successful resolution thanks to that guy that just helped me. Found them. Boom. Of course, there's a spanner thrown in the works now. Ash said that she quite liked these. I sent her a photo and she said she quite likes these ones. So now she's like, oh, you decide. So now I'm like deciding, do I get these or the black ones? It's a tough decision. I mean, I like them both, but we do have quite a few black features that will go quite nicely with the black. But then as well, these will go quite nicely with the sort of earthy tones of the cabinets. I hate these decisions, I really do. Basically, I can't win either way now. Whichever one I choose, I won't be right. As you can probably see, the light is fading us. I'm going to run out of time to get those tiles done today because I need to start editing the video. So, it's going to be the end of this week's video. Thanks for watching, thanks for subbing. Of course, as always, if you like this video, only if you like it, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time on the Property Hillbillies. Bye bye.